This is Kathleen, your conscious coach. I want to talk about how to make Black relationships and marriages last. Books from the Legacy Workbook to So You Think You Want to Have Sex, Hurt People, Help People, and Things I Wish I Knew. Okay, so back to what I was saying earlier. We're about to have a conversation. This conversation is going to be around how you can evaluate your relationship and marriage. Before you get into it, how to do almost like a quick assessment. Now, we know there's no such thing as a quick assessment. There's no one way, one pathway, because people have different personalities and all kinds of characteristics and all kinds of stuff going on, religious backgrounds and all that. I'm just trying to stress to us how important it is for us to be serious about being in relationships and in marriages, and especially for us brown people. There are too many, and I'm not criticizing you because I come from the projects. I come from a broken family. I'm a single mom. I had 3 children, 3 baby daddies. So don't think I'm sitting here in this chair judging you, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm simply saying that, guys, it's okay for us to do better. It's okay for us to do better. That's all I'm saying. So I want to show you this video right quick, and it's going to be about the next 5 things that we're going to talk about. So tag, share. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this with a friend. Chat is open, so if you wanted to chat or post a question or anything like that, you could do that as well. But here's our next video. And I'm a one-woman show, so thanks for your patience. Let me see. Oh, not that one. That's funny. That was funny. Okay, here we go. Next video. Watch this, and this is what we're going to talk about next. Hi guys, I'm back. I'm Kathleen, your conscious coach. Thank you for joining me on this live. I know it's late. It's late. Oh my God. But we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. I'm Kathleen, your conscious coach. Thank you for joining me on this live. I really do appreciate you. Make sure you tag and share this video with your friends, your family, and everyone. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am chosen. I'm an educator, author, and speaker. Right now, I have a collection of 4 books that I call the Conscious Book Collection. If you are brown skin, you need these books. I promise you, you do. I'm not just shooting the shot. I'm telling you, these books are for us. It's my passion. It's what God gave to me, and I'm putting it out there. I'm telling you, I'm putting it out there. Let's get into these 5 things, though. These 5 things, and then we all got to go to bed. Look, I know. And you can replay this video, share with a friend, and do all of that. Let's get into these 5 things, though. Let's see. The relationship and marriage evaluation. The first thing, are we healthy? All right, so when it comes to being healthy, I think we kind of went over this a little bit at the beginning of the video. Um, are we healthy? That's number one. Let me pull up number one right quick so I can kind of keep you guys with me. It's only five. So, are we healthy? Do you know how to treat the next person? We don't even think about that. Do you know how to value the next person? A lot of times we get into relationships and look, I'm in there eating. A lot of times we get into relationships, but have we really thought about how we're going to treat the next person? Have we thought about, am I affectionate? Am I loving? Am I kind? Am I considerate? Am I what's the word I'm looking for? Patient. Am I kind? Am I considerate? Am I do I practice um safe sex? In other words, do I care about my own body? Do I care about my own sexual health? Do I have a life? Oh, because a lot of people are getting into relationships and they don't even have a life. They don't have friends. They don't go on vacation. All they do is work and their life sucks. And they don't exercise. They don't do anything. They don't play board games. They don't play taboo with friends, or they don't do anything. They don't invite family over and have family time. They're isolated. A lot of you, I see you on Facebook. I'm a by myself person. I don't fool with people. Are you healthy? Are you healthy? Do you have a religion and life balance? Because some people can be over religious and out of tune with life. Do you go bowling? You know, do you know how to have fun? Would you go to an amusement park? Would you go to walk in a park? Will you go canoeing? Will you even try? Like, are you healthy? Are you healthy mentally? I mean, are you bipolar? Do you have multiple personality disorder? Are you on medication? Do you take your medication? Do you need therapy? Have you gone to therapy? Like I said, are you healthy? We don't think about that. We're just living life, getting in relationships, getting out of relationships over and over again. But we have to slow down, have to evaluate, enter into healthy relationships and marriages. And we have to think, what do I need to check concerning myself so that I know I'm coming into a relationship whole and healthy? Do you know how to speak kind words? Do you practice that? Because I know a lot of us can't even stand a compliment. If someone says you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that, we think they got something up their sleeve. We think they pulling our leg. We think they want something from us because we're not used to being in healthy relationships and having healthy exchanges with people, believing in ourselves, having confidence in ourselves. We don't believe in that. I can tell you 1,000 times over the number of ladies I've met who have called themselves ugly, the most beautiful women in the world. I mean, attractive by any measure, but they don't have any confidence. So, are you healthy? I'm like, why would you look in the mirror and tell yourself you ugly? That don't even make no sense. Are you healthy? Are you mentally healthy? Are you physically healthy? Are you spiritually healthy? Are you financially healthy? Do you take care of your business? Do you get up and go to work? Do you pay your bills? Do you have good credit? Think about all of that as you're considering being somebody's partner in life and being in a real relationship. Because the more you think about your health, be it financial, spiritual, educational, um, in life, in every aspect, the more you consider yourself and where you need to be, the more you'll guard yourself from people who don't fit into your world. They don't fit into your life because they're not healthy. They're bad people. Doesn't mean you can't get into a relationship, but it does mean that you already have boundaries and expectations. And when you have boundaries and expectations, then you're more likely to be a part of a relationship that has the potential to actually grow and be healthy and be long term and be a life partnership. So are you healthy? I think I gave you enough about that. The next part is this. That's simple, right? You might think it's simple, but it could be a little bit complicated. It's important, like I was saying about the healthy piece. If you have friends and you have a life and you know what commitment is and you know what it means to be reliable and dependable and you know how to be in a partnership and how to have expectations and boundaries, then those are the views and the values that you're bringing to the relationship. So you want to know, you want to be able to gauge if you have the same values and the same views. Meaning, um, some people are rude, disrespectful, unkind, untrue, untrustworthy. They kind of have a bit of a bankrupt thought. They don't care for the next person. They're not considerate. They're not generous. And you might be the type of person who's like, you know what? If I get older and I don't have children, I probably would adopt children. And they on the other side going like, heck no, I don't want no crumb snatching in my house that's not my blood. So you really want to take your time and gauge and see what type of person you're getting into a relationship with. Do your values even match? You'll be surprised the number of people who get with people who like today. We were driving, and there was a homeless person on the side of the street. And I'm like, you know what? I think I have $1 or some change in here somewhere. What if the person you're dating is like, man, don't get them bums, nothing. Get out and get a job like everybody else. You're gonna look at them strange, like, I don't have a problem giving this person $1 or two, or some change that I have in my car. Or maybe you just bought food and you're just compassionate and you're like, here, you can just have my Taco Bell or whatever. You want to make sure you're assessing what type of values and views this person has about life, because those can be determining factors in trying to see if this person is a match for you. If you're a political person and politics mean a lot to you, like voting and things like that, now you could be a person who, whether you vote or not, that's your business. Just over here in my world, I vote. That's fine. But if you're with somebody who's going to be antagonizing and they're going to be like, you stupid for voting, that's dumb. They had that stuff rigged anyway. And they're going to argue with you and berate you and make you feel little about what you value. That person is not going to be a good match for you. When it comes down to religions. Now, I know a lot of people who their parents are two different religions, or like my friend, she's one religion, her husband's another. They go to two different churches. Marriage is great. They've been married now for about 17 years. Still practice the same thing. But what if you get with somebody and as soon as you get married, then you find out, oh no, I'm an Orthodox Jew and you're gonna have to be one too. Take the time to find out if you share the same basic values and views. That person may not be a good match for you. Find out what their tone is. How do they speak to people? How do they handle stressful situations? I'm the type of person, I handle stressful situations. I consider myself not a person who gets angry easily. Like I'm not a petty person. Like I'm not gonna just let you pull my strings about anything. I don't care who you are, where I'm at, or whatever. And it's funny because the other day I was like, you know what? Back in the day, I was on the phone about this person because I lost my debit card. So I'm trying to get a replacement card. And she does. I used to work at a bank, so I know how it goes. And so she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I was getting so I didn't even get frustrated. I was just like on the phone, like, ma'am, if you could do this, then I think. And she was like, no, 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 blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. I stayed on the phone with that woman for something I know for sure it takes less than 3 minutes, for about 15 to 20 minutes. And when I got off the phone and I walked in the kitchen, I told my husband, I said, I'm just laughing at myself about how silly I used to be when I used to be screaming at people on the phone, ma'am, did you not hear me? Like, grow, understand another person's values and views and how they'll respond to different things, how they'll act at a restaurant. Do they think it's important to tip? I'm aggravated when people don't tip when you go to restaurants and stuff like that. It means something to me. Now, am I going to throw rocks at you or anything? No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, learn their basic views and their basic values. See if you're even a match on that level. Because if you're not a match on the basic things, you're probably not going to be a match as you grow in life. Now, like I said, you know, I'm not giving you a psychoanalysis on this show. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. The next thing, what was the third thing? That was number two. Let's move on through number three and four and five. Do you have the blessings of stable, healthy individuals? You're talking about being in a relationship. We're looking at these individuals who are breaking up, who relationship is coming to an end. Marriages are coming to an end. Families are being dissolved right before our very eyes. This has to mean something. Taking vows has to mean something to us. So when we're looking at this, I want us to think about, do you have the blessings of stable, healthy individuals? Look, I keep saying this over and over and over again. You don't need to have the blessings and support of just your family and your friends and your coworkers and all of those people wishing you well and happiness. Okay? Listen to me. You need the blessings of stable and healthy individuals. You need the blessings of people who are in stable and healthy marriages. You need the blessings of people who are not going to just let you do whatever you want to do and not hold you accountable. You need the blessings of people who have seen you be responsible. You understand? You need the blessings of people who will help you maintain a healthy relationship once you get in it. If your boy is a player, he's not a stable, healthy individual. If your girl is on her third husband and she don't even care because that's just life and that's how she do it, that's probably not a stable, healthy individual. If people are just living life, by the skirt of by the hem of their pants, that's probably not a stable. If they haven't been in a long-term stable relationship or a marriage, if they're not being truthful with you about the type of person you need to be in a relationship and in a marriage, then they're probably not the people who will make a true support team for you. And when you're entering into a marriage, you need a true support team. You need people that when you don't even know what your best move is, but you know to be loving, you know to be kind, you know to be courteous, you know to be considerate, but you may be facing something in marriage. See, in marriage, you face stuff. You lose money, you lose jobs, you might lose interest, you lose time because maybe this person is working 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Maybe you're only working 23 hours a week, or maybe you're working 40 and they're working 50, and then they come home and they got to do extra work because when they left work they weren't finished. So time could become an issue, quality time. Sex could become an issue. Money can become an issue. Death can become an issue. After you have so many deaths in the family, people can go to a dark place. You're going to need the blessing of stable, healthy individuals in your life. Again, you can lose jobs, you can lose your home, you can totally break down financially. I've been through that. Health can be an issue that causes stress in my own marriage. Health can be an issue. We're stronger now. We're living our life now. We're happy now. But what I'm saying is, you're going to go through things. Need stable, healthy individuals. Do you have a strong support team? Number three, right? Moving right along. Number four. Got one more to go after this. Can you articulate your love in terms of behavior? This is very important. Love, people tend to disagree with me on this. Love is more than an emotion. Love is more than feeling. Love is more than the moment. Love is actually a responsibility. And we don't like that word because, and I mean, love is a feeling now. You're going to be emotional. You're going to love to see that person. They're going to put a smile on your face. You're going to hate when they walk away. You're going to hate, when they drop you off at night and you walk through your door and they're going to get in the car and go home, or you leave out the restaurant and you go to your car and he goes to his car. You're going to hate that because love is very moving. It's very emotional. If you're involved in a sexual relationship, it's very intimate, and it's supposed to be. But also, love can be defined in terms of behavior. How are you going to act and conduct yourself in this relationship? Being truthful, being honest, being trustworthy, not cheating, right? Being faithful, being committed, willing to build, willing to make a plan and have a strategy for our lives as we build a relationship, owning a home, and all that kind of stuff. But how do you behave? How do you treat one another? Going back to saying kind words, being affectionate, being emotionally available, because some people would cheat you in that area. They don't want to hear your difficult moments in life. They don't want to share your glorious moments in life. They don't want to show up when you are being honored. They are dismissive when you need them to be present. So, in terms of behaviors, how are you going to navigate that in your relationship? So, how do you articulate your love in terms of behavior? Will you be my my I don't want to say ride or die because that's some other stuff that I don't like. Will you be will you have my back? Can I count on you? Through everything we go through, can I count on you? Will you lobby for me? Will you be loyal? And tell me what that looks like. Define for me a moment when you got my back. So when I'm going to school, when I graduate, you're going to be in the audience, right? You're bringing me flowers. You're going to be my biggest fan, right? When I'm feeling unmotivated, you know, what's our plan to keep the motivation going? Will you talk down to me or will you support me? I need to hear you articulate how you're going to behave in this relationship, in this love relationship. Where we can promise never to put one another down. Well, tell me what lifting me up sounds like, right? So be able to articulate in terms of behavior. And it's okay to establish some go-tos, guys. Like, this is funny. But my husband knows I like Jack in the Box nasty. I call them nasty tacos. I'll be like, give me some of them nasty tacos. He knows I like Jack in the Box, nasty tacos. They're cheap. They're like you get two for $1, something like that. But I love them. And now they got these. Now they have these loaded nasty tacos where you get a whole box of them for a piece of change. If I'm feeling bad or I'm feeling some type of way or I'm frustrated about something or whatever, and he's out, he's gonna bring me some nasty tacos because he knows I like them and he knows they cheers me up. It's like a goofy thing that cheers me up. You have to be able to understand love in terms of behaviors. When you get angry, you can't bust stuff up, throw stuff, walk out the door. No, we're going to sit down. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to work through this. We're going to be positive. We're not going to speak down to one another. What's your behavior going to be like? Articulate that. Say it out of your mouth. Have a plan. Know what to expect from one another, is all I'm saying. And number five is kind of rehearsing number four. Is your love unconditional? Because it shouldn't be. Now, a lot of people are not going to agree with me on this point, but your love should have conditions, right? You're not going to talk to me a certain way. You're not going to disregard me. You're not going to be angry towards my family members or friends. You're not going to be judgmental. And this is all the stuff we're working out and finding out before we get into these relationships and marriages. I got to see examples of this. It's got to be real. We got to be on the same page. So all this unconditional love, all of this, you cheat, I'm still going to be there. That stuff don't work. That's why you find people breaking up because that stuff does not work. It truly doesn't work. You can have threesomes in the beginning of your marriage, but it doesn't work. Somebody's going to get angry, bitter, frustrated. It's going to get ugly. Somebody's going to mess around and fall in love with somebody. Something crazy going to happen. It doesn't work. It's not a long term, it's not a resolution to your inadequacies or your insecurities. Going back to healing, that's something you need to fix. You can't have three people in your bed and all that crazy stuff. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but somebody watching this video gonna need that. So boom, there it is. Guys, you have to heal. You have to be whole. Your love does have to have conditions. If a man is cheating on you or a woman is cheating on her husband or cheating on your partner or spouse, eventually that's going to wear thin. Not only that, but it's going to cause you stress, which means you're unhealthy. So your love should not be unconditional. It should have conditions. Going back to number four, you should be able to articulate how you're going to behave in a relationship. You're in a relationship and you're like, how are we going to handle, how are you going to act in this relationship? Do you cheat? And he said, all I can say is I'm a man. That's not good enough for me. I got to move on to the next person. I'm not giving you a chance because you just articulated, you just told me that we don't have the same conditions about love because my love is not unconditional. You don't get to do what you want to do and then I understand or be sympathetic to it. It doesn't work like that. If you're broken, go heal. If you need help, go get help. Do what you got to do to be in a healthy relationship because love is not unconditional. If love was unconditional, people would never get a divorce. Love is conditional. If love was unconditional, finances wouldn't matter. But you need a place to stay. When you have a place to stay, you feel secure, and that's love. You need good credit or decent credit, or if neither one of you have it, you need to be able to stay together and work around it. But all I'm saying is that love has conditions, and I want us to understand that, so we will not continue to get in these relationships and have babies by people that we don't even like and we're not going to stay with. We won't continue to get married to people just to find out and discover this person is not going to treat me right, and then we end up dissolving the marriage. So, guys, I do want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. Hopefully, you've gotten some out of it and I've elevated your conscious mind. I am Kathleen, your conscious mind coach. So excited to and glad to speak with you guys tonight. I know it's late. I will play this. You can watch this video as many times as you want, of course. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't want you to forget that let's see. I do want to remind you that this is our time. I believe that to break away from the curse. I do want you to support me, Cash App KV Product. I do want you to know where my website is. You can go there, consciouscoach.org, and there you will find all of my books. The Legacy Workbook, please get that. And they're all available on Amazon, but they're available on my website as well. The Legacy Workbook, every Brown family needs that. Things I wish I knew. So you think you want to have sex and hurt people, help people. This is me when I was doing my thing. But anyway, it's been a pleasure being with you guys tonight. I'm headed off to bed now. This has to mean something, period. You guys have a awesome, awesome night.